Ma'am, yep, you're all set.
Thank you.
Ma'am at the jail, can you tell me your name?
Tamika Northern, ma'am.
All right, and ma'am, can you hear me okay?
Yes, a little bit, ma'am.
All right, I'll try and talk as loud as I can for you. This is the People versus Tamika Northern. Can I get appearance counsel?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Alyssa Segura with the Neighborhood Defender Service on behalf of Miss Northern, P86432. Miss Northern, could you please state your name for the record?
Tamika Northern.
Okay, so as to arraignment,
Yes, Your Honor, we would waive formal reading of the information and stand mute to the charges, Your Honor.
all right. I'm trying to see, okay. So I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. And so was in bench warrant status, but I'm looking, this case isn't old. It looks like the allegation arises from an offense in July. And then it looks like I'm trying to see, she was scheduled for an arraignment. She was in custody. She was arraigned and it was set for a hearing. She got a personal bond.
That is correct, Your Honor. Yes, it is my understanding that the information provided, the number got switched around, and additionally, the address that they took down was not the address that she's actually staying at. So during that time, I was unable to get in contact with Miss Northern. And so there was just no communication. She said that she did come to the courthouse and asked about the court date, and they said that there would be information mailed to her. But, you know, obviously with the wrong address, she unfortunately did not receive that information. However, I have since gotten...
That's false. I know what she's saying is false because I arraign people all day, every day. And before she left the jail, she was provided with her dates. She was given that information orally on the record, which I'll do now again. Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you. You have the right to have a lawyer present during any future questioning and any future court hearings. If you can't afford one will be appointed for you, and you have counsel that's previously been appointed that's here on your behalf. You have 2 days, this part happened before. You have 2 days within the next 21 days. Your first is your probable cause conference. You can appear at that via Zoom. You do not have to attend in person. The date for that will be August 28th of 2023. After that, you have the right to a preliminary examination. At that exam, the prosecutor must prove that a crime was committed and probable cause exists to charge you with that crime. And that date is set for September 6th of 2023. That will appear be in the afternoon on September 6th. You must appear in person on that date. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Is you gonna give me the copy so I can come? Cause I swear to God, ma'am, I never got the stuff that supposed to came to me to come to court.
Let me ask your counsel. So do you have a correct address now?
I do, Your Honor.
And phone number?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't have a number, but I don't know what the address that you have or that we have is. Counsel, can you type it in the chat for the court recorder, and that way we're not putting it all over the world?
Yes, of course. I will send that right now.
Excuse me, Judge.
Okay. I just put it in the chat.
Is she on her other cases? Where are the other ones at? I don't know.
They're on the docket. They are.
She's got other files.
What's her name?
Rwanda.
Right here.
Also just put a phone number in the chat as well.
Oh, is it I see this obstruction, these are 3 civil infractions, is that what they are, 2? I have 2 civil infractions.
We have carrying a plate and obstruct vision.
Yes,
You have.
I have them,
Okay.
okay. We've got these 2 other civil infractions and no license plate lights, and the obstruction for hanging objects, so. What's that?
Misdemeanor for carrying concealed.
And then I have
You
a
have-
felony for carrying a concealed.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So we've given her dates on that.
Yeah.
There are just a few other files and we're trying to figure out if they did occur, and well, this is 7/12 and these say 7/13, but she's
I
got 2
believe it was
civil.
all the same transaction. She was stopped for a reason with the civil infractions and then the felony followed.
Okay. I've written the new address on the file.
Great.
One sec, sorry, I'm gonna make sure I get the number down.
You're okay.
Okay. All right, so we've got that taken care of now. So, ma'am, when you have court dates though, and you're giving them, even if you're giving them orally, like you do at some point, you had to be to court, ma'am, and it's ultimately your responsibility to make your court dates. And it seems to me that after 2 months went by, you'd think, maybe I should contact the court and find out, or a month went by, if I'm supposed to be at court or if I'm missing dates, and you didn't do that. And that's a little problematic, but this is a single felony case. It's a 5-year maximum. You've got some criminal history, but nothing that would indicate to me that you're, a violent or a danger to the community. The only real issue is your failure to show up at court. And you have 2 other warrants, it looks like, out of, well, there's Detroit, but Romulus and Huron Township have bonds set on you, so. Yeah, I don't know if you'll need to see them before you're released. I am going to give you a personal bond, a $5,000 personal bond. Miss Northern, if you fail to show up at your court dates, you will sit in the Wayne County Jail while this case pends. Do you understand me? This is your opportunity to show that it was really just an error. So hopefully you'll do that. You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court of change of address or phone number.
Excuse me, ma'am. I gave them my address where I stay at. I told them on my ID that I don't stay at that address. I gave them my original address and my Gmail and my phone number. They never.
Miss Northern, Miss Northern.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have it. I wrote it on there. Miss Northern, you're getting a personal bond.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? We've got the right address now.
Yes.
But if you change it, you gotta call the court. If you move or your number changes, that's on you to call us and let us know in the future. Okay, but I've got the new address. Your attorney gave it to us. You cannot purchase, possess, or have access to firearms. Do you understand that while this case is pending?
You said what, ma'am? I couldn't hear you.
You cannot have purchased or possess or have access to firearms while this case is pending.
Okay, when it's over, I can get my firearm back.
Not at this time, Miss Northern. I'll talk to you all about that once the arraignment's over, okay?
Okay, I would have came to court if they would have sent something to my address. I wouldn't even miss it. I didn't know.
Miss Northern, do you want me to reconsider your bond and to let you sit in jail?
No, ma'am.
Or do you want the personal, I'm talking, or do you want the personal bond that I just gave you?
The personal bond, ma'am.
All right, then exercise your right to remain silent so that you can remain out of custody. Now's the time to do that. Okay. On these 2 tickets, both of the tickets are in default. So I'm gonna just have them address them. They have $400 cash bonds. I'm converting both of them to $100 personal bonds.
Thank you.
And she can address these when she comes to court on her next court date with her. I'm not the judge of record on this case.
Yes, and I don't believe I'm the attorney of record. Per our contract, we do felonies, so. But
Yeah.
I will inform her of the information.
Yeah, she just needs a payment plan and they'll track it. But
Okay.
I'm just gonna have her address that. She can address that at the next court date.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're all set. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Northern. I will wait a couple days to call you. That way it takes time to process you, okay? So expect a call from me on Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
All right, thank you.